Greetings everyone, this is Potato Hedgehog. As you guys know, I love Senran Kagura. I love the series because of its interesting characters, interesting plot, and, you know, the boobs. So, over the course of the next 12 days, I will be compiling a list of my favorite and least favorite characters in the entire franchise. This may also include characters from spin-offs. So, to kick off what I like to call the 12 Days of Kagura, let's begin. And one more thing, this list is entirely subjective. I'm aware that people's favorites might differ from my own, and people's least favorites might differ from my own, but please try to keep it civil in the comments. Please. Anyway, let's go. Before we begin this entry, I would like to take a minute to apologize to the Shiki fanbase of the Senran Kagura community. I just personally don't like Shiki. She seems to be catered to all of those who just enjoy Senran Kagura for the fan service and completely ignore the story. Her voice is annoying, her personality is one note, and she can get very annoying very fast because of her Valley Girl persona. The only thing that I can say about Shiki that is even remotely positive is that she's cute. You know, when she isn't looking like a stripper. Kafuru is my least favorite of the Mikagura sisters. Why? She acts like your typical YouTube troll, hating on you just because you don't agree with her or if your opinion's different from her own. Kafuru, in my honest opinion, is the brattiest of the three sisters, and the last way you want me to look at your character is as a brat. Her dual-wielding gun mechanic is cool though, and she also has a pet dolphin! I'm so jealous! I apologize to one of my fans blanky blank in advance. Ryobi is just not pleasant in my eyes, even though she's one of my favorite characters to voice in the Abridged series. Ryobi can be really mean if she wants to be, and I don't like characters that are jerks unless they have a reason to be. I understand that internally, Ryobi is racked with guilt, and I assume hatred for Miyabi, about her sister Ryoki dying prior to the events of Shinobi and Estival Versus respectively, but that isn't enough to drive her asshole behavior. I will give Ryobi sympathy because of her sister being dead though, because I know how it feels to lose a family member. Ryobi using one of my favorite guns in history, one of those Winchester rifles I believe, is cool too. If it doesn't involve Miyabi, then she doesn't give a shit. I understand that Miyabi has been your friend for years, Emu, but your obsession with her comes off as very unsettling and somewhat annoying. Emu is Miyabi's right-hand man in the newly formed Hebjo Clandestine Girls Academy team, and she wants you to know that she loves Miyabi and Miyabi only. Anything outside of that doesn't matter to her, to the point where her younger sister Murasaki even questions her love for her family over her love for Miyabi. Emu can handle a wicked bow staff though. I've always wanted to use one of those. Whack somebody over the head with it. Whew! I know that I triggered 90% of the fanbase with this one. Hibari may be adorable as fuck, trust me. If I made a cutest girls in Senran Kagura list, she would be up there as number 1, but that does not stop her from being an annoying klutz with a very weird fighting style. I mean, in Senran Kagura 2, she nearly endangers her entire team by letting their scroll get stolen. If that doesn't show how incompetent Hibari is as a character, then I don't know what does. But she's still cute as a button, and I can't stay mad at her for very long. Yagyu might rip off my testicles if I do. And I acknowledge that Hibari is Kenichiro Takaki's favorite character in the entire franchise, and I will not disrespect the creator. But I would have still gone for Haruka, sorry! Love your work, Mr. Takaki. I hope you like the abridged series that I'm doing. You can see it on Twitter if I follow you. And that is it for day 1 of the 12 Days of Kagura. I hope you liked my list of some of my least favorite characters. From here on in, my favorite characters will be taking the spot. Those 5 that I just mentioned are my top 5 least favorite characters. So, be back in the next few days for the next day of the 12 Days of Kagura. Happy December, everybody!